Okay, so we're here with Ollie. Ollie, you're from the UK and on the Ohio program here in Montana. What made you want to come over to the US and do the program?
Well, I wanted to learn more because I grew up, well, next to a small dairy farm and, 100 cows, pretty small machinery, and then went away from that for about 6 years, and then now being 20, well, I was 24 when I started the program, and I just wanted to move back into agriculture. So I thought this is my best chance to learn as much as I can and, you know, build my skills up.
Okay, and you're here out here in northeast Montana with Johnson Farms. Just describe the farm for anybody looking at this video.
Well, the farms, this year it's wheat and durum. So we got about 4,300 acres of wheat and durum, about 645 acres of sugar beets, and then a bit of corn as well, or maize. That's for silage or combine, depending on what it's needed for.
Okay, and you came here in the spring. I know it's been a dry year. You've done a lot with irrigation, right?
Yeah. So first day I was here was straight into the irrigating. It was certainly something different that I've never done before, and once you get the hang of it, it gets a bit easier. But yeah, it's nice, So we start the day with some irrigating. Normally we'll have between 1 and 5 fields, depending on them. There's 3 of us, so we split up and we cover it pretty quickly.
Okay, and what other sort of jobs have you done through the season while you've been here?
Well, anything from washing a pickup to disking with a Steiger. So, we started off, I've done a lot of mowing as well, cleaning, basically mowing irrigation ditches, so it was all good, for when we started irrigating. We've been filling sprayers up, spraying beets and wheat and durum. Servicing combines, servicing headers, yeah, pretty much everything. We've done a whole mixture of everything that you could possibly come across.
Okay, and I mean, now we're here in August, you're getting ready for beet harvest, the wheat and the durum's harvested. So, I mean, you're doing quite a lot of maintenance at the moment as well, right? Getting the beet equipment ready?
Yeah, so at the moment going through the beet digger just behind me. Replacing all the chains, sprockets, belts, that sort of stuff, plastic sliders. So going through that, and if anything doesn't look right, we haven't got the part, then we'll put it on the list and then we'll go get a part and fit it all in. Servicing all the trucks as well, so we converted all the trucks from grain, so we're taking the tarpaulins off and put some plastic in the bottom so the beets slide out, and some side guards as well. So.
Okay. Okay, so Keld has a fair fleet of machinery, right, Ollie?
Yeah, that's right, yeah.
And everything looks to be red.
Yeah, so the case here, back home we're Massey, so it's just a different shade of red. But we've got 2 Magnums, a 235 and a 315. 2 combines, 7120 case combines with 40-foot headers. We've got a 500 horse Steiger, which is used for all field work basically, so all the cultivation and drilling.
So these are the 2 combines they run, right?
Yeah, that's correct, yeah. I think they're on their 8th season this year. Both 7120 case axial flows with the 40-foot, Macdon but badged up as case straight flex header.
Okay, and then if I pan over here, you've got the 235 and the 315 behind it?
Yep, so 235 at the moment is hooked up to the beet digger. We've got a 12-row beet digger which is at 22-inch spacing, and the 315's on the disc gripper we've got. All of it's either red or case, as you probably can see. So.
And Keld does a lot of the maintenance, or you guys get to do a lot of maintenance, should I say, and practice your skills with the workshop, right?
Yeah, that's correct. Yeah, pretty much the only things that we don't do ourselves is stuff we can't do ourselves. Like, if we have an injector go bad, something that needs to plug a computer onto it, then we'll send it off. But I mean, all the beet digger work we're doing ourselves. We serviced all the headers and the combines ourselves. Yeah, pretty much everything we do ourselves unless we can't, we don't have the equipment to do so.
Okay. So, Ollie, you're living here, you're sharing a house with 2 other guys, right?
Yep, so I'm sharing a house with 2 Danes. They're both, they're a couple of years, 2 years younger than me. I think they're 22 and 23. So, yeah, we're getting on really well. From the moment I came, I felt welcome, and it's nice we've got our own place, really, so we can go back and relax after the day.
And Celt looks after you pretty well in terms, I mean, there's vehicles you can use, right, for example?
Yep. So he's given us a van to use for the year, and we've also got 2 red Mazda pickups that we use for irrigating and stuff like that. So they're our work pickups. And then we've got the van, you know, if we want to go visit something, you know, or go to a rodeo, or, you know, any of the things going on around here.
Yeah. You mentioned like going to a rodeo. What sort of things have you done away from the farm while you've been here?
Well, we've gone to a couple of rodeos, some tractor pulls. Basically, if we see anything that's on, you know, we'll try to go there. So we've been to 2 fairs as well. And, you know, some people say, oh, you know, do you want to go do this? So people we've met around, you know, around the farm, and so we'll go do things with them, and we just try and get out and meet as many people as we can, really. Yeah.
And the local community around here, around Sydney, Montana, do you find they're receptive to the foreign people like yourself?
Yeah. I mean, everyone that we meet, you know, they're, you know, interested in where we're from, you know, who we're working for, and, you know, if you're coming home from irrigating, you know, on a night or, you know, on a morning, you know, someone will, you know, pull over to the side of the road and wind your window down and have a chat, you know. It's really nice, friendly, small town here.
Okay, good. And as we said earlier, you're getting ready for beet harvest. I know it's been a dry year, so you've done a lot of irrigation and maybe not the best of crops. But beet harvest will still be an intensive time for you, right?
Yeah. So I believe at the moment we're running 12-hour shifts. So we'll just run day shift. And whilst we're lifting, it's pretty intensive. We've got 6 trucks, 2 semis, and 4 box trucks that will be running. And you'll pretty much be always on the move from the field, weighing in and back again. You'll never really stop. Okay,
so now that you made the decision and the effort, and you decided to apply for the program, how did you find the application process and stuff like that?
I found it pretty easy. You know, I mean, I met you, John, at Lama, and got the information, went online, you know, and went through the application process. It was nice and well explained, and yeah, I found it pretty good.
Mm-hmm. And so, I mean, you know, I think a lot of people maybe look at, oh, I've got to fill an application form out or something, and it maybe puts them off paperwork, right?
Well, it's not really that much paperwork. I mean, like, the program I'd say, you know, takes care of most of the hard stuff. You know, you've just got to give them information, and, you know, and then sign a few things and get your embassy appointment sorted, and then after that, you know, it's not really that much work.
Mm-hmm. So now, looking back on the last few months that you've been here, do you think you made the right decision coming to the US?
Yeah. I want to come back to the US again. I might look to come back next year on an ag visa. So.
Okay. So what, you know, for a young lad in the UK or wherever that's watching this and has the opportunity to apply for something like the Ohio program, what's your advice to them?
Do it. Yeah, do it whilst you can, because you won't regret it. You'll learn a lot. It's different, you know. Methods and technologies are different, you know, so you're just expanding your knowledge, and also, you know, if the weather's nice, I'm escaping the rain. But do it. It's well worth it.
All right, thanks, Ollie.
No worries.